How do we go about this? Do we
I
let them
think
ask questions or do we?
let's start with their plan of study. I think they've got a weird plan of study first of all.
Yeah, no. I saw some PDF they got.
So
Yeah.
first, wait, I'll show you something. Do you guys know how to do the registration itself?
Hold on. I don't think people know the mod systems first.
No, no, they know that. They know that because they
Most
are
people do.
calling
Most
it
people
Fall
still
1,
don't know.
Fall Spring 1, Spring 2 this time. Like we used to call it
Yeah.
Mod 1, Mod 2. So
Yeah.
right now they shared a sheet, no, where it was written like Fall 1, Fall 2, Spring 1, Spring
Yeah.
2. It's
So
like that.
it'll
It's
be like
better to understand at
basically,
least that.
yeah, every semester will be split into two modules, except summer. So it'll be like first 8 weeks will be mod one and next 8 weeks will be mod two. You'll have 7 weeks of classes and an exam week break, 7 weeks classes, exam break, stuff like that. So and not all courses will be offered in both semesters or both modules. So it's always depending on the professor's availability. So if you don't get a seat or if you miss out, it's on you. You have to look for an alternative. And yeah, I think number of electives, all of that is given clearly. Like, what is that? They need like 15 core, 7 or 8 restrictive, six business, 3 to 4 capstone, and then yeah, 3 to 5 free electives. And I think for your batch, they've given you to do two business in fall and then one business in spring, but that's totally up to you. You can play around with that. You can choose not to take any business in fall and take three in spring. So stuff like that. So most of us took one business course in fall and took two in spring. So yeah, I think Sautik, you can show them the registration.
Yeah, I'll show that. Yes, yes.
Don't they have uh don't they have a meeting with Ross or something this week to show
I have
them
no
all that
idea.
registration stuff? We had, no?
We
No,
had one.
we did not have.
No, no, no,
We had
no.
one.
We had
No.
one. We had one. We had one
I
where
remember
they
we had one call with Alvina. I was
not
not there on
Alvina.
We
that
had a
call.
meeting with
We had
Ross
a meeting with
and
everyone. We had
Oh, no.
Rahman,
Oh,
Mercado, Ross, and
oh,
I,
well,
yeah,
I, I, guys, I reached out to Joe, but she didn't mention anything of such like, sort like this thing. So I guess probably we are on own, or probably we have to wait for some further communication from them.
yeah,
As for she
I
so
didn't
think
tell
they
me.
did
she's
they
pretty
mention
new.
that you'll get your registration pin and then they did not communicate anything after that. Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just sent that we have, they'll be sending out the registration pin on Friday, that's tomorrow,
Okay.
and we didn't get any communication. So that was the main confusion. I was even asking Rohan about it. So what curriculum they're shared, it's about for the 12-month thing, but we have
Right.
an option for 18 months. So how do we go about splitting the credits, like if we get an extra semester? So that was the confusion what I was asking Rohan also, like, so
Yeah.
we
Okay.
know they have sent only the 12-month
See,
curriculum. So in
I
case if we
think
take.
I think
So
for
for
now,
now,
just
you can
register for
only
12
register
months.
for fall semester. So don't worry about your 18-month or 12-month program. You're only allowed to register for the fall term. So module one and module two, or fall one and fall two. So don't be
Yeah.
worried about the things that
But
come
the
after.
catch here is like some of the courses that are offered in fall will not be offered in spring. So if you are choosing an 18-month option, you can choose not to do it in this fall and take the course next fall.
Yeah.
So, but the plus point being you can always register for a course and drop it when you get here. So if you are switching to an 18-month option, you can always drop a course and like probably plan for it in the last semester. But it's always better to register first and like have that seat booked for you rather than not having the seat and trying to ask people if they want to drop or stuff like that later down the line. So as soon as the registration's open, just go to the classes you want and just click on the class and click submit schedule so that your seat is booked in the class.
One more thing I want to know from you guys is, have they spoken to you anything about your IP? and when you can like take up your IP course. Or the way I'm thinking is, uh, you will benefit more from an IP when you do CPT over the summer, when you do a CPT internship, and then maybe you can ask your advisors to convert that CPT internship into an industry practicum to continue over your fall. So something like that would be really beneficial for you guys because you get to build a long-term relationship with the company you're interning at. Um, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have communicated anything, so I highly recommend
Mm,
reaching out to
yeah,
Gary Mercado or Roslyn and asking how this is going to work. Because
that's
if that
true.
is the case, your IP is 4 capstone credits, and I am not really aware whether your CPT internship will come under your capstone credits or not, like whether they'll even count for credits. Um,
I don't think you're
It's
supposed
zero
to, you're
credit
allowed to
for
take credits
now.
under CPT.
we
Yeah,
are
so
not.
what you told about
By
the IP,
legally, you're not allowed to take credits under CPT.
I haven't sent any communications. So I'll just tell you like what they have sent until now so that you have a picture.
Yeah.
Like so the first email we got from Shelly was regarding the like build your resume, submit it, connect on LinkedIn and some
Okay.
few basic things. That's all. And then create your handshake account and things like that. After that, I think we got another email with I think recently for this mock resume building with a template, which is on June 9th. And
Mhm.
then recently after that, we got a mail saying you'll get your registration pin on Friday. So that's
Okay.
all we have gotten, and we no information about how to register, or they have just told us how to retrieve the pin. Other
Okay.
than that, no detailed
Yeah,
information as to.
that is what we are here to talk about. So let's get into it. I
Yeah.
think Vishnu and
So I think
Rohan
you
are
should
on a
go
tight
ahead.
leash as well. They have to leave at 12:30. So we'll start with the registration demo first. If you have any other questions regarding registration or something else, you can always ask later. I'll start with it. Can you see my tab, Google Chrome tab?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the link that you have to go to get the pin. Okay, I will share the link on your chat also. I'll show you how to get the pin. You go to this, then you click on your name at the top. After clicking on your name, you go to registration on the left side. Okay, this registration button. And here you will get your pin. So this is the pin for summer for me. For you guys, you will get the pin at 9:30 a.m. Indian time tomorrow.
PM.
And you have to use that pin to register on scheduling assistant.
Yeah, and the pin
Okay.
stays the same for like all semesters, at least for me.
I don't think it was the same for me. Anyway, I
It
don't
was
know.
same. It was same for summer and spring at least. I'm not sure fall.
Okay, possible.
But yeah,
I
just
did
check
not pay
once.
attention to that. Anyway, you will see the pin here. I'm actually not supposed to be showing my pin, but it's fine. After getting the pin, you will have to go here.
My
Scheduling
purview.
assistant.
We can't see your tabs, like what tabs you're going something. Like probably share the full screen.
That mirror effect happens. No, that is why I did not.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
So what time did you tell you'll get the pin? 9:30 a.m. or p.m.?
PM. 12 a.m.
I
AST.
don't think you guys are understanding the importance of 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. in India is when the new day starts in America here by our
Yeah,
time. Okay, so it's
yeah,
basically
9:30
the
a.m.
start of 6th June for you. So 6th June starts here at 12 a.m., which is 9:30 a.m. in India. Got it?
Correct.
Okay, can you see my
Wait,
entire screen
so
now?
yeah. I actually have a quick question about the registration pin. So, when they say the registration pin is going to be uploaded at 12 a.m. on 6th June, does that mean that's a registration time, or that's when they'll release
Yes,
that registration time?
yes.
That's when
You
they
can.
release the pin and
I'll show you.
registration as well.
Got it.
I'll show you the rest of the process of registration also.
Okay.
So the registration portal remains active, but you have to input your PIN in order to actually register the subjects. Okay, so the
Okay.
PIN comes at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. by American Eastern Time. Okay. Now I will go to scheduling assistant. So this is my purview. Where is the scheduling assistant?
You've been registered for classes.
Yeah. Register for classes, scheduling assistant. You go to this link with your PIN. Now it's giving me these options. Let's say
You have to click on fall 25.
For you guys will click on fall 25. So these are the classes that I am currently registered for in the summer. Okay. So you will see this blank when you enter for the first time because you have not registered for anything yet. So
They
what
will
you
see,
do is,
click on course requests. They will see that page first.
yeah,
The course request button. Yeah, you will
This
see
page, correct. You will see this page first, and from here you will have to individually add the subjects. Okay. So whatever courses you want to select, you have to click it here, and then you can add. You can also do it like this, build schedule.
And you also have to register for core classes. That's not done automatically for you.
Yes. Core classes also have to be registered.
I'd interject here and say your priority should be to first
Electives.
get your electives registered and then come to your core classes, because core classes have the capacity to handle the entire batch, but the electives only have limited seating capacity. So based on what you're interested in, the seats run out really quickly, and once they run out,
Yeah.
they will not expand it. In
The
very rare
seats
cases,
do
they
not
will
run
increase
out
the
for
class
every
size.
course,
So
but they will run out for a couple of courses. Like for our year, we had seats running out for visual analytics. That was in high demand, and they had like only, I think, 60 slots or something across 2
60
sections.
per section.
No, it was not that.
So,
I think it
It
was
was 60
40 per
per
section.
it
section.
was 60 per section.
40
There
per
were two
section.
sections.
Yeah. Anyway, so ideally start registering with your elective courses, because core courses you will get. You have to register, but
But you
you
will get
can
it.
delay on that a bit because they will like ask you to register in case you don't. But for the elective courses, it's not like that. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
The only core course where people have had problems was in Spring. That's for spreadsheet modeling. There was a scheduling conflict in Spring. So people had to either do optimization or not take another course because of a schedule conflicts. And these kinds of schedule conflicts can happen whenever. So assuming you want to take two classes and then both of them are at the same time, like you have to choose and there's no other way to go. So you have to choose either or. So and scheduling assistant will tell you if so, assuming if you choose another class here, which conflicts with something you've already chosen, like it'll tell you which do you want to take if there's a conflict. Or if there's an alternative section, it can also give you those section and ask you to switch to the alternative.
when we're going on to the first tab that you showed, we put in the course name, but it doesn't allow us to choose the time section that we want, or does it?
It
You
doesn't
can
allow you
choose
to
the
choose the
time you
time.
want.
So as soon as you click like enter the course name and add all the courses you need,
Uh-huh.
it will build a schedule automatically to you to
I see. Okay.
automatically for you to so that there's no conflicts.
Got it. Got it.
Also,
And
while you're
then
doing this, remember that. So this was something that I was not aware of when I was doing this. Now I am. You guys might be aware. So MW means Monday, Wednesday. Okay. TR means Tuesday, Thursday. And there will be some courses which might be labeled as MWF. That's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So make sure that you are choosing your schedule in such a way that one course does not clash with another, because that has happened. People have found out after registering that, oh damn, I have registered for 2 classes at the same time. And then they resort to asking on the WhatsApp group, can someone swap with me or something like that. That is not something you want. So after selecting the courses here, you click on submit schedule and your course will be ready. So just to confirm that your registration is complete, you can go here. You can go to My Purdue and you can choose your, wait,
Registration
I'll tell
status and
you,
payment.
view registration information, this one.
Student schedule.
After view registration information, you go to view registration information again. And here it will show you which courses you are registered for. So this will be real time. Immediately after registration, you will be able to see it here.
Yeah. Can you go back to
Okay.
scheduling assistant?
Yeah.
I have a question. So there is no option to choose the faculty right now. We'll only be selecting the course for now, right?
You can also, if one course is being taught by two different faculty members, that has not
Mm-hmm.
happened for us in fall. It did happen for us in industry practicum. In that case, you can choose either of the two or three professors. Does not matter. Okay, but for most of your fall courses, there will be
Mm-hmm.
one professor only. I think, oh no, actually business
Business
analytics for you has
analytics.
shifted to different professors, no?
No, even
Yeah,
we had that
we,
option, but then I think what like the our course code had a B in it. So and it said for BAM students only. So you can
no,
see
what has
that when you're
happened for them
registering.
is that Will Wilson is not teaching all two sections or all three sections, whatever they have, because we had Will Wilson taking the entire business analytics classes. For them, I
Mm-hmm.
think they have two or three professors teaching business analytics.
Even we had two professors. Like we had a same business analytics going along with our business analytics, which was not for BAM students. All the
Yeah,
MEM folks and others took
for
that.
them, all three professors are taking BAME classes. That is the problem.
How do you know that? Like,
Someone told me.
okay, then yeah,
You
then you
can
can just
confirm, I
choose.
think. Like I might be mistaken. I remember one of you was having a call with me, and she told me that we have three different professors teaching business analytics, which was shocking for me because Will Wilson was our best professor. By far,
That
he
was
was our
also the case
favorite.
last year. There were three courses for business analytics, and we had to choose the one with the B extension.
Yeah,
So
that's
BAME
what I
students
did.
only.
So it just said for BAM students only. Don't worry about professor, just choose that one. And again, as Vishnu said, like that's also a core course, so you will
Oh yeah,
definitely get a seat for that.
correct,
So just
correct, correct.
focus on electives.
So
I'm
core
just
So,
courses,
wondering. Sorry, go for it. Sorry.
yeah. So I
for
just
core
had a
courses,
quick
you
question.
don't need to worry. Even if you don't register now, don't do that. Register. But in case some problem happens and you make a wrong registration or something, they will fix it for you in the first week of classes.
Guys,
Yeah. So
apart
that's what I
from the
was
seats
asking.
running out, you don't really have much worry about the registration process because if you get in touch with Roz, she is very, very helpful with helping you registering for things. If you're not able to register for something or you're getting confused, you can hop on a call with her and she will register that course for you on her end. So that kind of help she will do for you.
I wanted to show one more thing. I'll share my screen. So this was the sheet that I shared. This was shared with us initially. So a lot of people were asking where do you find business courses which is not business, but this was the sheet that was shared with us. And mind you, this does not have all the courses listed in here, but it has about, I would say, a 70 to 80% at least. And some courses have been removed from this. So all the blue ones here are business electives. These cream ones are all restrictive, and the yellow ones are all like core. So you can go here, you can search for these course codes, and then there's something called Course Insights Syllabi on My Purdue. You can go there and like type the course code, and if you're lucky, there will be a syllabus for this course. Go through that and see if that course is for you, and then make a decision on like whether or not to take a course. If it's a new course, you will not have a syllabus. You need to reach out to the faculty to get the syllabus. But apart from that, I think I think most courses do have a syllabus by now, and you can get it. And like I think there was also another YouTube video that was shared. There he will show you how to see all the classes that are offered for this semester.
Hi,
And
sorry to interrupt you. I just have a question regarding the sheet. So, we will be getting a similar sheet as well. Are we supposed
I
to be
am
getting?
not sure. That's
See,
not
this
So
sheet
when we
is
this.
first
I
I
got
should
the
think
ask
we
them.
have it.
23-23, we got the 23-24 sheet. They
Yeah.
gave us the 24-25 sheet once we actually came here, or just a few weeks before we came here. So overall, the courses should be fine. It should be more or less the same, unless they're dropping some course, which they will let you know. Whatever you find on your scheduling assistant should be the courses that are being offered. So.
Yeah, if it's on there, it's like not gonna go
Wait,
away.
there's another
The
way to check all the courses that are being offered, no, on my Purdue. Do you
Yeah, I
know?
I shared that video that Will shared with us.
That is
Yeah,
the
that
best
that
place to
that
find your courses, and I think there it says whether it's restricted or a business store, no, or
I'm
I'm
not
not
sure.
sure.
I'm not sure. It does
The rule
not.
of thumb
So,
is if it has the word analytics in it, it's restricted elective. That's the
and you
rule of
can
thumb.
also get away with courses that are mostly technical in nature. So you can ask Professor Mercado, who's the program director, or Raj, so that you can tell them, look, there's a course, for example, like we took a course called Emerging Businesses in Tech. That was a business elective, but it was very technical in nature. So some people in our batch asked professor so that because they already had their quota of six business courses, they wanted that course to be considered a technical course, and then like those kinds of minor adjustments they can do. So in case you really like a course and if you want to take it, and if you're not sure about what to do, just reach out to Roz or Professor Mercado first. Although Roz is the most person who will reply first, but I mean, like they will do these small kinds of adjustments so that they can make a course either count as technical or business or whatever you want based on like your scenario.
If you
So
have such a request, it's better to tag both of them because Mercado has the power to tell
veto.
Ross that for the student, make it business or restricted or free or whatever. He has the power and she has the authority to do it. So yeah, just tag both of them.
also one thing I'd like to mention here. This is just a suggestion that don't think about what courses you will take in spring and in summer from now. Okay, don't think about that because your perception of how things work and which courses are good will change a lot during your first couple of modules here. So right
Yeah,
now, just think about the fall courses. You will either take 16 or 18 credits. That's up to you. Mostly people take 16, some people take 18. Just think about those courses and let the fall courses teach you about the entire BAIM program and working in America. Based on that, you can think about spring and summer.
yeah. And one more advice is that from what we've seen, Mod 4 sucks. Like there's absolutely no good courses in Mod 4 except a few business courses, and there's only one or two restrictive electives in Mod 4. So there's, I think, multivariate analysis or something like that, and then there was computing for analytics. I took computing for analytics. I don't think it is that great, and I don't think
It's
it was too much
actually
information in too much time, too less time. So there is a business course. We took consumer behavior, all three of us. It was excellent. So mod 4 is a bit tricky. So as per your plan of study, they've asked you to complete two business in fall and then one business in spring. But mind you, there are better business courses in spring than fall, at least for us. So try to finish your restrictive electives first in fall and take
One
one
more,
business course probably.
one more thing I'll add here is assuming it's the same for you guys that you'll have industry practicum in the spring. If that is the case, you'll be like more or less busy with that, and your focus should be on that ideally, because these are some projects can get hectic, assuming these guys get enough projects next year. But uh, try to get as much done as much as possible done now in the fall. There are really good courses. You guys will be fresh, you'll have a lot of energy, you'll be motivated. So just get through all the donkey work now so that you can sort of focus on your job hunt and your projects in
Yeah.
the spring and
Yeah.
summer.
And
What I
one
was going
more
to say is
crucial
that it
difference for your
might
batch is
actually
ELI,
not
they've
be
made
too
it 2 credits.
idea to take 18 credits in the fall. Most of us took 16, but if you take 18, that will reduce your own workload in the spring and the summer, because spring and summer is really the time where you will be either looking for jobs or looking for internships.
Yeah.
So might not be a bad idea to overload yourself in the fall, though I did not do that. I don't know if Rohan or Vishnu did it.
I did it.
I
Um,
took 17 credits, but that's a different story. I'll explain. Someone had asked me over message. I don't know who this was. I saw it very recently. So, someone asked how many hours of studies is it going to take a week? I'm not sure who that was, but I'll answer it anyway. The recommendation is for every credit hour you spend in class on a lecture, you would be spending 3 hours on your assignment or studying for it. So that's how it's usually is, and 16 credits is usually a lot, like, to go through in one full semester. It's a lot to go through. I had to take 17 because there was a 1 credit cloud computing course that was being offered, which I was totally not interested in. It was a very, very basic course. I come from a computer science background, so I did not want to take it. Um, which is why I had to replace it with a 2 credit course, which makes it 17 for my semester. So your business analytics is 3, no, for them also.
Yeah, it's 3. So
Yeah, so
that's where
because of that,
the
I had to take
balance goes
17
off.
credits.
Most credits are 2 credits, which are offered in business course. Most courses are for 2 credits. Business analytics is 3. So either you have to balance it by taking a 3 credit course or a 1 credit course so that you finish 36 credits and then everything else is even. Or you can take, uh, or you can pay for an extra credit, but if you want to, like, can take another course. But to balance that 1 credit out, I took call out computing in my first mod. Like, I didn't really mind taking that course and it was fine. It helps you learn all basic code concepts and like basically gives you enough knowledge to get a head start on any of the AWS or Azure certifications. So
If you've
yeah,
never
you can
seen
always do it
cloud,
by your own, but
yeah,
I just didn't want to study another course, so I just took that 1 credit option.
if you've never seen cloud computing in your life, you don't know what your AWS Azure is,
Yeah.
what it does. Yeah, then you take that course.
Yeah,
But
it,
if you
it
know
was
what it
fine.
is,
It
if you
was
have
not.
professional experience, then don't bother.
Yeah,
Don't waste
you're
your
better off
money.
taking like negotiations or something in fall. That's a 1 credit business course. So
For
a
me,
that
lot of
there was a
people
one
have
credit
been.
case competition that I participated in spring. It was for a SaaS forecasting competition. Um, I think this was a one-off thing, but they might repeat it for you guys also. This was very good because I got a lot of free time and I got 1 credit for completing and participating in that case competition. So that was good. That was a win-win. It took a lot of academic load off my back, and I'm also now back on 36 credits, so I'm not having to pay for extra credits.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in something like that, you should keep your eyes out for any opportunities.
And one crucial change for your batches, they made ELI 2 credits for whatever reason. I don't know why. So for me, I did ELI and I did the practicum in fall. So which is why I had to take 18 credits. So, but now in your batch, ELI, they've made it 2 credits, and I think it's absolutely not worth it for 2 credits. So, might as well do the industry practicum and get 4 credits because it's similar course load and similar type of work that you'll be doing.
I got a few questions from some of you who texted me that I am from a non-technical background. What courses should I take? Or I want to go into consulting. What courses should I take? So, a very important thing that I was telling them also, that most of the very essential stuff, the stuff that you absolutely need to know, they will be covered in your core courses. So you don't need to bother about them that much. You will learn them. some extra stuff that you might want to learn, like Tableau, like your cloud computing, these things you should have a lookout for. But these are not absolutely essential. Like it's not as if you won't get a job if you don't know Tableau. You will still get a job, although it is better to know that stuff. So don't worry, the core courses will teach you all the essential stuff. That is what I wanted to say. Now, I think we've got a couple of questions. Can someone who raised their hand, Bilal Farouk has raised their hand. Bilal, can you please ask whatever you want to ask?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to know how feasible is it to register for 4 hour and a half classes all in a row, like one after the other?
That's entirely up to you. If you think you can
Uh,
handle it, then go for it. But
so
I wouldn't take it
I can
myself.
take this
It can get
question.
very exhausting.
For
I can take
4,
this question. 4 classes? Dude, are you sure
Yeah,
about that?
definitely not.
that guys
I
because
think two is the
What
best.
are the
Like that.
timings? Can you tell me what the timings are?
I think it's starting from 8 and ending at 6, or starting from 11 and ending at 6, or something like that.
You're
That
leaving
will be
corporate to
extremely
come do
strenuous for
another
you.
corporate hours here. Are you sure about that? You need to
That is
study for these courses also. Think about it.
crazy.
Yeah, on second thought, I think I won't do that.
But I
Look,
do know
I'll say
people
this.
who will be able to handle that. So it's not out
I'll
of
Yeah.
the
say
question.
this. In your module one, you will have a business analytics, which is a 3 credit course, and rightfully so. It has a lot of studying to do, and it's the most math heavy and theory heavy course you will do in the entire program, apart from advanced BA probably. But it is
And it
super
will
math
also
heavy. There's
teach
a
you
lot of
stuff
practice
that
that you
you
need to do.
absolutely need to know. So it's very
Yeah,
important.
there's a lot of practice you need to do. There will be homeworks, assignments. You need to prepare for a final exam. So that course will take a lot of your attention in module one. Uh, I think all three of us took that course as core and 2 electives. I took 2 restricted electives, and I thought I was insane because 2 restricted electives also have a lot of work to do. There'll be projects, assignments, um, and so on. You need to submit. So there are strict deadlines that you need to follow, and it got hectic. Module one was hectic. I thought module one was hectic, module two was worse. There was a lot more things to do.
Mm,
So four,
Module 3
I
was also
wouldn't
very
really.
bad.
Yeah, not for me, dude. For me, it was damn chill.
not
But
for me. It was
For me,
fine.
module 3 was also bad.
So someone asked about courses. So, I mean, that's totally up to what track you want. I've shared that sheet where you have career path and courses. It's also pinned in the WhatsApp chat, I guess. So just please check that because I don't have it on my computer. I've just what if I find something, I'll search it and send it. But once I send it, it's gone. Like, please ask your peers, like in case someone has it. And like few of the business courses that were great for us, like our seniors told us these are nice. We went for few, but were not so great. Some were actually very good. So the business courses that I took were like I took digital product design, which was excellent. It was an awesome course, but the class size was just 30. So that was a con of that class. There was new product development, which I heard was decent in the first few mod. Please don't take project management because you will anyway study that in IT project management. But if you want to do that and like chill, then probably like if you already have an
whatever rocks
MBA
your
and
boat, honestly. Um, I'd also add this. We had a new course last year called Tech Driven Business.
yeah,
I
that
don't think either of them took that course. I took that. It was so good. It was such a good course. But I'll say this: that professor, how well he taught that course. He had another core course in that module called
AIBD.
AI for Business Decisions. He was equally that bad in that course. So I wouldn't really take our opinions on professors or courses very
AI for business
seriously. Whatever
decisions
is
is a
interesting to
curious
you,
case.
please go ahead and take it. Because end of the day, from this course, value for you is what what you learn. So do take what is interesting to you.
Correct. And
See,
then
AI
yeah, I
for
think
business
pricing,
decisions
custom
is a
consumer
curious
behavior, all of
case
these were
because,
great.
oh damn, we are talking together.
Yeah.
Sorry. For AI for business decisions, the professor is not that good, but the course itself is very good.
Yeah.
So the stuff that you learn in that course, those are actual industry work that you have to do later as well. So that course is very important, but it is not taught by the best of professors,
It's
unfortunately.
hard to pay attention in his class, but if you really do pay attention, it's very nice. He makes you do all of that thing in class. He explains. If you just reach out to him personally, he'll explain everything to you. He's very knowledgeable, but I guess he's just bad at that class.
Okay, Nabila Hussain and then Harshit Nagendra. Can you please ask your questions?
Yes, hi. So I have two questions actually. So one is like if you could just explain the modules, like how long do they last for? Like
Each
I'm just a
module is
little
2 months.
confused. Each module is 2 months. So like
So
is
each
it like
semester consists of 2 modules, except the summer.
okay,
Forget about the summer. The summer is a
okay.
completely different animal altogether. So fall and spring are the main semesters. So fall has 2 modules, fall 1 and fall 2 for you. We used to call it module 1 and module 2. And then
Hmm.
spring again will have 2 modules, very similar to fall. And each of these 4 modules will be for 2 months. So
Okay.
just as an example, our module 1 started on the 19th of August and finished on the 8th of October, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically
So
8 weeks.
approximately 2 months.
Yeah. Thank you. And I have another question. Like, is there any chance to take the industry practicum in the summer semester? Since
We did not have
Uh,
that option, but because they are changing the course structure for you guys, you may have a discussion with Roslyn or Mercado and see if they are willing to allow it. But we did not have that option.
Yeah,
we
okay,
Because
did
see,
not
the
and just
have
summer is
industry practicum, but we had an advanced industry practicum for whoever wanted to do another project. So we had one during the spring, and there are people doing it now again with different companies and different projects.
yeah,
so
but
when you come to the summer semester, which is still a long way away for you guys, you will realize that summer is not really a time for studies here. Okay, most of the students leave, they have summer breaks and everything. Only grad students remain on campus, and a lot of teachers also leave for their own assignments and work, etc. So, summer is not the high time for studying. Summer is a time for looking for jobs.
yeah, and legally, I don't know if it's an option. So you need to check with ISS and like folks because the MEM people do take co-ops per se. So they work for the entire semester and they use their CPT, but they are not allowed to get credits for their job. So they do take online courses for credits. So none of them use their internship for credits. So I don't know how that works, and you need to check with ISS and your program directors.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, I think Harshit had a question or maybe 2 questions. I
Yeah,
don't know.
No, he's second.
yeah.
Oh, second, that's why. Okay.
So the question was, so in the curriculum they shared us, two of the core courses are the same. So one, if we what are the other courses that we have to register that for? Because both of them, I think it says, let me just
Yeah,
check.
I
I
think
think
it
it
should
says
be
the
AA for
management
business
for
decisions. You need
organizational
to
design.
check with Joe.
For us
Sometimes
in the fall
course
semester,
codes can repeat itself.
yeah,
Usually the electives, the restricted electives are under 590 something. So it's either 590, 590, or 591, 592, or 596. It's fine. The course code can be the same, but it's like assume it as like the course level. You need to be above 500. Type in the name of the course that you're interested in taking, and it'll take care of itself in scheduling assistant.
just for info, the 4 core courses we had in fall were business analytics, which was 3 credits, management of organizational data, 2 credits, AI for business decisions, 2 credits, and data mining, 2 credits.
Okay, great. And I had one more question regarding, like, I think in the starting of the course call, you mentioned that, the main objective should be is to register for electives, right? So can we do like to first, just get done with the electives and then go back and register for the core classes, or is
Yes,
it advisable to
Yeah,
do it
yeah, you
together?
can do that.
just
Oh,
see. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. Any sort of changes until the first week of your classes. So you can register for at least
As
register for
long as
one.
there is space left in the course.
Yeah, that's the only reason we are asking you to register early because your electives will run out of seats and then you'll be left with whatever other people have not chosen. So
And I can tell you from experience that no one will be willing to swap with you. Like I saw a lot of messages on our group. Can someone please swap this course with me? I want to shift to 11:30. No one does that.
If you're lucky, you do. I got it.
You do.
if people like you from now, for sure.
Are you saying
Yeah,
that people don't like me, Vishnu?
probably.
I don't like you, bro. Friendship over.
Okay,
Anyway,
great.
we'll
Thanks.
go to the next one. Next question.
No, but I did not put one of those messages actually. But I saw a lot of people putting. You remember that
Yeah.
spreadsheet
I mean, for
modeling job we
me,
had?
I wanted to take DID, DPD, sorry, digital product design, but yeah, there were no seats. I couldn't really do anything, and I had to do something else. Luckily, it worked out for me with something else, but it happens.
Okay. Atharv Ravindra Vaise.
I think
Or is
Meghna.
it Waze? I don't know.
No, I think
Meghana
Meghna.
was in line.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meghna was in line.
Hi. I have a few questions. So about the scheduling assistant, we discussed how we might not be able to pick the section for the timings, but say if, like you guys mentioned, like there is a possibility that a class can have two different professors. How do we select the professor then
No,
if there's no option?
I think you got it wrong.
Okay.
You see in the initial screen, right? When you actually put in
Mm-hmm.
the name, whatever is available, it will pick for you. But when you go to the next screen,
Okay.
if you click on that course again, it should ideally
I
show
see.
what other available classes are there,
Okay.
right? And you can choose or move around. And the thing scheduling assistant will do for you is pick the most conflict-free option.
I see. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That sounds good. And
Let me ask you guys one thing. Do you have any course that you are already aware of which multiple professors are teaching?
Apart from BA, I don't think so. I think for BA,
I,
it's more web in this time out for them.
so for business analytics, since Will Wilson is not teaching you guys, and Will Wilson took both of our sections. Okay, so he had the entire business analytics. So if anyone else is taking business analytics this time around, then we probably won't have a proper feedback on them because we simply did not do their classes.
And it's highly
okay.
unlikely two different professors will teach the same course
It
because
is
that only
unlikely.
happens with
I mean, it's
undergraduates.
very surprising. It only happens for
It's
practical.
Got it.
even for it happens a lot in undergraduate programs, but for you guys, it should be fine.
No, yeah, it won't happen. I think, see, what happens is that these scheduling assistant things, these are still getting sorted out, like which course, who will teach, etc., etc. They'll keep negotiating on these things till August. So those things still might change. We had one
I'll
professor for analyzing unstructured data who was not finalized until 1 month ago.
I'll say this: don't really care about the professor. Like worry more about the content and your interests.
Okay.
Everything else will fall into place.
Sounds good. Um,
Okay.
some of my other questions, one of them was, what's the minimum course load that you have to take to maintain status for any semester? Do you know
It's
that?
six.
14, 14, 14.
No,
14?
for a semester, it's nine, I think.
No, 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 no,
Okay.
no. In
It's eight.
fall,
It's
for
8 credits
us,
in
in
fall and
fall
spring,
and
and
spring,
six.
it's 14, no?
No, it's
No,
8 in fall and spring, and 6 in summer.
Got it.
Minimum is 8. Damn.
8. Yeah.
according to your USCIS, you need to
Yeah.
maintain 8 credits in a
Okay.
semester.
Sounds good.
But I think the school mandates that you need to take at least 14. No?
School doesn't
I
give
think
I might be
But
questions
wrong.
as long as
But
you
I'm not
I
very
complete
think so.
sure of
everything.
this.
You
I'm
figure
not
out
very
a way
sure.
to complete your 36 credits, they don't care.
that's fair. And one last question that I had was about the practicum and the Eli consulting and everything.
Mhm.
So if you do the practicum course in fall, can you also do it in spring?
Yeah,
First
Like,
you
of
can you
all,
can.
do
it's
it
not
You can.
offered in fall, so
Oh, okay.
okay, I don't know
I
how
He
it is
has
see.
for you
ELI,
guys.
I
ELI
think.
is ELI is offered, but ELI for us was also 4 credits. For you, will be 2.
Okay.
I think
And
for
So
and
us,
if
make
you do
sure
anything
I'll
you
say
have
this
above
for
4,
some
it will be
us.
like
counted as a free
individual.
elective.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Make sure you're completing the individual requirements for capstone, restricted, and business. So as
Okay.
long
Capstone
as
is 4
you,
credits. So if you do ELI,
yeah.
it's 2 credits now, I think, for you. And IP was 4 credits. So
But you can
I
likely extend the 4 credits to let it go into like the other electives as well, right? That are not restricted.
Yes, you
so
have free electives, right? So you can
Okay.
do you can do ELI for 2 credits and IP for 4 credits. So it'll be six
Okay.
credits. 4 out of those will be for your practicum and 2 will go into
Got it.
free.
Okay.
see,
oh yeah.
this
And
is
go for it.
one opinion I would like to share, that a lot of people do your ELI as well as practicum thinking that this will count towards my US experience. Okay. I don't have any experience in the US, working experience. I've worked in India or Pakistan or wherever. And this will count towards my US experience. But when companies recruit you, I am fairly certain that most companies will not look at these individual 2 month or 3 month projects as experience for you. Companies are not that dumb. So I would recommend, this is completely my recommendation. You need not follow this. I would recommend that taking only the mandatory 4 capstone credits, which you can do by taking just the practicum. Don't take the ELI, especially because it's not even satisfying your entire capstone credits. It's only 2 credits. So I don't think taking ELI is a good option. You might as well take
Yeah.
some good courses instead of
You
it.
also have an
If
option to do data mine. I think that's also not a great option because it's 3 credits. Unless you
What?
want to offset that 1 credit by not taking like cloud
bro,
computing.
let's just don't overload these guys with so much information.
Yeah,
So
Data
much.
best is
mining is
IP
more or
Anyway,
only.
we'll
less
figure those things
useless.
out. Let's move on.
Guys, you have the opportunity to do CPT. Take it. Just
Yeah,
take
that's
it,
the best.
please. For the love of God, take it. That
Ignore.
will count to more towards your US work experience
We'll
than
we'll
anything else you do here.
we'll move on to the other folks because I am very
Thank
sure that they will anyway ask questions to us on text.
Yeah,
Meghna
let's
will
move on.
come back to you. Let's
No, we're
move
good.
on.
Thank you.
We'll move on to Atharv now. By the way, do you
Yeah,
guys have that meeting at 12:30 or what? Rohan
What
and
meeting?
Vishnu.
We have at 1. 1
Okay.
today?
Got moved.
I think 1.
Mm.
I need to do little prep for that.
Fine, we'll try to do this as quickly as possible. Atharv, can you go ahead with your question?
yeah, it'll be fast. So with the sheet we've got, we have the course codes, and if they're fall one, like you said, for you guys with module one, module two, but for the actual specific core classes they mentioned, they only give us the credit values. They don't give us if it's in section fall one or fall two. Is there a way to check for which one they are in, or
You need to check
are
the
we assuming
dates.
it's one full thing?
I think one person from your group shared an Excel sheet with me, or a snapshot of an Excel sheet which showed which module each course is in. Who shared it? I don't remember. Damn. Wait. Can whoever shared it with me, can you put it on the group, because it is given. Wait, let me.
I
I
see
think
it
it's there
for
on the
the
Excel that I
electives and
shared.
everything, but it doesn't show for the
Uh,
core classes.
no,
The
I
core
think
classes.
on the video Rohan shared on the way where you can go check for all the courses. You can use that to find out the
Dates.
timing between when the courses are being offered. So the first 8 weeks of August, between August and September, will be your module 1, and anything after October will be your module 2. So
Core courses for us, core courses were business analytics and management of organizational data in fall one, and data mining and AI for business decisions in fall two. Got it?
Okay, I'll look at the sheet. Thank you.
Yeah. Siddharth Bhardwaj.
Yeah, hi guys. So I wanted to know what is IP and CPT and what's the difference between the two?
Rohan, will you answer this?
please take it, dude.
IP is where you pay money to Purdue and Purdue gets you a project with a company. CPT is where you intern for a company and you get paid legally. for the work that you do. That's the difference. And you
Look,
can do
are you
CPT
aware
over
of
the summer.
the OPT things you get after you graduate here?
Oh, that's CPT only.
Yeah,
No,
it's the same
Okay.
CPT. That's OPT, that's optional practical training, and this is CPT, it's compulsory practical training where you
curriculum practical
sorry,
training.
curricular practical training. Sorry, my
Curricular
bad.
practical training. So I'll tell you
Um,
one basic difference. Uh, you go after me, Vishnu. So for practicum,
I have
you
nothing to.
don't need to go searching for companies. Okay. The institute will assign some company to you. You can either choose that or you can swap with one of your friends to choose a different company. Anyway, you don't need to hunt for it. Okay. For CPT and for your final full-time job, you yourself will have to go job hunting. Understood? Because it is a paid thing. CPT is paid, and any work that you do during your OPT period in a full-time job, that is also obviously paid. But industry
Okay,
practicum is not paid, and industry practicum is basically just a project which you will do while situated here in West Lafayette for some company.
think of CPT as your internship. Like you get paid for that stuff. An internship you would do in your like your third year or fourth year of your college. So
Got
Yeah,
it. And
which
can we do the CPT like in the same company as the IP if we try to like apply and have good connection
you can
there?
talk to them. It's that
you can
that is
speak to
always an
them.
option if they're willing to work with you. If you're going to network in that way, they're totally fine.
Okay.
See, in the US, the entire work culture runs on networking. Okay. If you are smart enough to talk to them and get yourself a position, then the sky is the limit. You can do anything.
Right.
All you have to
Okay.
do is ask. You can try
Yeah.
that, honestly. That's honestly a very good option. If you can build rapport using IP and then CPT, and then maybe they'll offer you a full-time position too. You never know. It's possible.
Okay. And can you give me an idea about the timetable for the classes and can we, customize the timetable? Like,
You
or is
can
it
customize it.
the
Please
Yeah.
assistant
check on
based?
scheduling
Okay.
assistant and like
If you're
we
talking
don't.
Yeah.
about
I've
if you
said
can ask
everything
professors to
already.
shift their classes for you, then no, but you will get several options to choose from.
Usually, I think given the size of your program, there will be two classes, two sections offered for each course. You can pick and choose what is comfortable for you and what is not conflicting for you. You said, I mean, yeah, your scheduling assistant should be the place for you to check that.
Okay.
Just
And
something I want to mention a bit off topic here. This is something that I was not completely aware of, or maybe I was, that when you're doing any course, most courses will have a project. Okay. These are your academic projects, and you will need this like out and out for your job application. So make sure that you do projects of each and every course very thoroughly and very like seriously, because you'll need to publish them on your portfolio website, on LinkedIn, everywhere.
Not only that, I think you learn the best by doing. So try to focus on listening and yeah, it's very easy. Just listen in class, try to like put in the work yourself. If you're not willing to do that, then don't come, please.
Yeah,
It's
because I remember
projects are
thinking
the
that,
best
oh,
way for
damn,
you
I
to
have to
learn
do a
anything they
project
teach you
again
in
for this course,
class.
but these projects are actually useful when you're hunting for jobs.
Okay, next question.
okay, got it. Last question. What all electives would you suggest are like important or good enough?
This I will
Uh,
come to later. This I will come to later. Let all the questions get over.
okay.
I'll explain all the subjects individually.
All right. Okay. That's all. Thank
I
you.
just say just do whatever you like. Um,
Exactly.
don't A lot of us last year when we spoke to our seniors, they gave a lot of conflicting opinions. They said some courses are bad, that professor is bad, this guy is bad, that course is bad, this is good, that
Yeah.
is good. Whatever they said was not always true. Um, for example, someone told me web data analytics was so difficult, it was crazy, that professor is a terrorist, so on, like a lot of those things. But I took that course, and for me, it was one of the most rewarding courses I've taken. But like Not saying I did not have to work for it, but I had to work for it, and that's the point. You're coming here to step out of your comfort zone. You're coming here to work hard, and if there's a course that is going to make you do it, I feel that it's worth it. So just do whatever you're interested in.
Just
Okay.
know that choosing a course or not choosing a course will not make or break your career. That's for sure.
Okay, got it.
Ramana Prabhu Sana.
Hi, Satvik.
Hi.
So thank you so much for your support previously. I mean, I definitely asked few questions from that. Actually, there is one thing I wanted to ask regarding business electives. So, as Vishnu mentioned that if a course doesn't have the name analytics, then it's a business elective, right?
That's not a hard and fast
It's
rule.
not a
That is, yeah,
Yeah.
that is a rule which is like an empirical rule, you can say. Like if it has the word analytics in it, it is definitely a restricted elective. But if it does not have the word analytics in it, it can still be a restricted elective. So
Yep.
for each course, you kind of need to talk to either Roslyn or us or someone to confirm whether that is a business elective or not.
Okay. So, I mean, I have a connected question to that. So, there is one thing which I was just concerned about. So, there are few restrictive electives which I felt fascinating. And
Mhm.
when I'm considering all those options, it's kind of crossing 8 credits. I mean, it's like 10, 11 credits. So
Mhm.
I'm not sure if it's fine to ask, but is it possible to kind of adjust the subsections, like having more restrictive electives and kind of setting up
So
or
let
decreasing
me
the
tell you
business
something
electives?
here. So you will
Mhm.
see that your entire curriculum is divided into 4 or 5 parts. One is core, second
Yep.
is restricted, third is capstone, and fourth is free. Okay. So after you have completed the quota of each kind of elective, whatever electives you take in that segment after that will count towards your free electives. Got it?
Okay.
So
Got it.
assume that you have taken total 10 credits worth of restricted electives, but you need to complete only 8. Okay, then the remaining 2 credits will count towards your free electives. That is how it works.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you
Okay, so
And
have
you
to
yeah.
do
cannot
three
take
business
more
courses
of
at least. You
restricted
have to do
electives.
six
Everything
business
else will
credits.
go into free
Mhm.
automatically. I'm sorry, Rohan was saying something.
Yeah, but the business one is where people tend to screw up because some people don't take business electives in fall, and then if they don't do the 6 business electives, there are no business electives offered in summer. I think now they have one, but I think some people had like few issues there. So business electives are the ones that you just need to just keep a close eye on because you
But
either need to do 2 3 credit courses or 3 2 credit courses.
also, in the spring, you will have more of business credit options than restricted options.
Mhm. So yeah,
Pricing was what?
unfortunately,
Business or business it
Business,
was?
pricing was
business.
business.
Yeah, because I see most of you guys will probably take that pricing strategy course. There is a very good course also. The professor is also good. So that course will be one of the business foundation courses that maybe most of you will take. So you need maybe 4 more credits.
okay. And I mean, yeah, the final question is, so regarding the courses which you mentioned, like most of the courses, the business elective courses will be present in spring, but unfortunately, we need to kind of cover 4 credits of a business electives in fall itself.
You don't
So,
need to.
No,
You don't need
who
to
said
stick
that?
not
to that.
They
okay
have it
because
in
I
their
was looking.
curriculum, so it's not a
Yes,
hard and fast rule.
You
I think
need
it's
to
no.
just a
complete
suggested
your
plan.
quota across the entire 12 months and across the entire 36 credits. There's no individual restriction for each semester.
I
Okay,
think
so does yeah, Vishnu,
I
please
think
come
it's
in.
just a suggestion for you to take the for according to them it's an optimal path. I do, however, recommend just getting that clarified from Rosalind once. For now, register for whatever you want because they've not given you explicit instructions.
Oh,
Um, if they do find out that you've not done something right, or if you're in trouble of not completing certain quota, they will sometimes reach out to you and say so and so things are happening. Maybe you need to keep an eye out for it. But it always helpful. It is always helpful if you take the first step and talk to Rosin or Gary Mercado and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Got it. Sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, thank you for highlighting that it's not mandatory to take the 4 credits of business electives. I mean, I can kind of swap it with the restrictive elective as well then. I mean,
For
but
the
I
full
need,
fall semester, I took zero business electives.
Same thing. Me
Anything
I
also.
took
after that,
technical
I
and
made
business.
business electives.
yeah, okay.
Um, so you can play around however you want. So
Okay. I mean, I was
Vish-
not getting good
We took,
options actually. So
I
that's
think
why I was
Vishnu
kind of
and I have
concerned.
taken 8 business credits. We just have to take 6.
Also, there are some courses. Okay, this will again kind of set the house on fire. There are some courses which you are currently not aware of. You will come to know suddenly. Like, okay, this course is also available. Like that happened to me a couple of times. For example, data and AI driven marketing, there's a course called that. I was not aware of that course's existence. So, like 2 days before registrations or something, someone told me that this course is also there, and I took it. I
I'll
actually
say
changed
this.
it. I have nothing else.
You
I
can
have
change, you can add or drop courses every module. So let's say you have now registered for the entire fall semester. So for 2 modules you registered. But at the end of the first module, you change your mind about the courses you want to take in your second module. You
Yeah.
have, apart from your break timing, you have 1 week of your module two to sort of drop any class or change any
Yeah.
class and so on. There's one more thing you can do, but it's not recommended and it's not possible also. But what you can do is, um, say you've completed all your quota, you have, but you're also interested in another course. For example, in the spring semester, I had completed all my quota for all my subjects. I did not want to take anything extra. I decided to audit a course. So what I do is, if the class has space, I'll go sit in that class and listen to that guy talk. I'm not going to submit any assignment, any homework. I'm not going to participate in any team project or anything. I'm there purely for listening and getting that knowledge. So you're allowed to do that. You can audit a
Right,
course.
like Rancho.
Yeah, you can do that. But the thing is, you will already have so much workload to go through that towards the end that will not become a viable option. Like you cannot find the time to go sit in that class. That's how it will be.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
thank
move
you
on to
so
the
much for
next
that.
person. Priya Adlakha.
Yeah, hi. So I just wanted to ask, what is the minimum and maximum credits we can take in each semester?
Minimum is 8, maximum is 18.
I think it was 12.
Okay, okay. And the industry practicum companies that we get from the university itself, like they will have some partnership or something. So is it like how many companies are there? And like last year?
That you won't know now.
She
That you will get to
depends.
know
You
only
never know.
like 1 week before your industry practicum starts.
These
Okay.
these professors bring in those companies and projects through their networks. Uh, for us, I feel we had less companies because we now had to like put a lot of people in the same team. So it really depends. Not sure how would it be.
Industry
Okay.
practicum, I would recommend that like do not worry about that too much, because industry practicum is a very good project that you will do here, and it's some good experience also, and it's something that you don't need to actively go out in search for. The university brings it to you, which is a great
Mhm.
thing. Okay. So don't bother about it too much. We also, I don't think in our batch anyone was particularly concerned about the industry practicum. We all got
I
decent
was.
projects. Some better than others. For example, my project was not too good. I was not too happy with it. Uh, Vishnu did a very nice project. Rohan did not do it at all because he had already completed his capstone credits. So yeah, so industry practicum is the last thing that you should be worrying about, because you literally have no information about it right now. You don't know which company you will be getting. uh, Also, you will have a choice to change your company. Like in case they assign you to something and you don't want to work there, you do have the option of saying to them that I don't want this company, I want another.
I'll
So
mention
there's
another thing. Just before the IP project starts, they send out a survey to sort of capture what you're interested in, what your strengths are, what you want to learn, and what you want to get out of the IP.
yeah.
Based on that survey, they sort of put you into projects that make sense to you because the whole purpose of it is to make you more comfortable working with companies here, make
Mm-hmm.
you more confident in your own skills. So if it's not that, then there's no point. So they take care of that, not to worry.
Okay, and would it be a group project or it will be
Yes.
It
individual?
would be a group
Good.
project, but
Okay.
there have been cases here where the company that was here for IP wanted to work strictly with American citizens, and well, I think one of them was working individually. I think
Mm-hmm.
Thomas was his name, and he was working individually for a company.
CIBC also took one person. Oh, Thomas was in CIBC. Yeah.
Is yeah, Thomas
Yeah.
was in
Thomas was in
CBS.
CIBC. CIBC basically gave two projects. CIBC is Canadian International Banking Corporation. So CIBC had two projects. They took only one person in one of the projects and two people in the other project. So yeah,
And you
you
can bring companies as well. Like if you're
Right.
already in
Yeah.
touch with the company and if they're willing to work with you over the project, a friend of ours did that and he got that as his IP.
yeah, you can
So
do it.
you can do that if you, but you have to speak to a professor and get things approved before. So
So next question might be a very dumb question, but I just wanted to clear this out. Is there a difference? Is there some difference between restrictive elective and electives, or both are same?
So your
Electives is a
electives come
general
under two
term.
types: your restricted elective and your business elective. There's just two classifications of under your electives umbrella.
Mhm.
Restricted electives are often technical in nature. There's coding involved. There's a project involved. Business electives also have projects involved, but they're not so very like technical heavy. They're more like
Mhm.
business concepts heavy.
Mhm.
To give you an example, I would say for my web data analytics course, which was a restricted elective, we had to do some sort of web scraping. That we had a case study we need to complete and do web scraping based on that and give a presentation and so on. On the other hand, for a business course called Tech Driven Business, we had to analyze why a company was failed or why a company succeeded and what were the factors, sort of build our own case and explain a project like that. So
yeah,
given that this is a
Think of
business
it this
school,
way.
most projects are business related. It's just that your restricted electives are a little bit more technical. They require you to write code, um, but you're allowed to use tools like ChatGPT to get that done.
yeah.
So yeah.
And there
Think
are
of it
courses
this
like
way that
visual analytics, which is like
restricted
not very
electives are
technical,
mainly
but still
for
restricted.
gamers, while your business foundation electives are meant for all the students in the Daniel School of Business.
Yeah. So for your business courses, you will get like some of those classes are core for your MBA or marketing departments.
Mhm.
But you're also allowed to take it because you're still in a business school and that counts as a
Yeah.
business elective. And it's actually good. I actually like that part of this program because you can balance both technical and business stuff because essentially you cannot only be a technical mastermind. You need to know how to run a business too at the end of the day, and that's very important.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm taking more time. But one more question, like you mentioned that all of a sudden we'll get to know about a course. So is it like an insider information or?
No, yeah,
They will let you know.
there's this portal on my Purdue.
Mm-hmm.
It is so if you go there and you search for courses available, suddenly
Mm-hmm.
some courses will pop up which nobody knew about. That might
Okay.
be a course that they are offering for the first time this year, or they have something else might have happened. So sometimes we have come across courses which we were previously not aware of. Okay, so I will send the link. I need to find out. There's a
Um,
portal on my Purdue. If you know it
Usually, if
already,
Gary Mercado doesn't forget about it, he'll usually send an email also. That's how I found out
I'll
about the
try
SAS case
finding it out.
competition. And that's how a lot of people came across the AOD classes summer also. I think they're improving slightly on the communication part, so they should ideally send out an email if it's a new course that's being offered, or if it's a course that's being taken down, they will also let you know.
Got it. All right.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
here. I'll show you. Wait, just this is a good question. I'll show you.
I need to drop off at this point.
Yeah, even
I
I
have a meeting to attend to, so
we
hi
should get
guys.
back soon.
Fine, you
And
guys, thank you for being here with me. I'll be
yes,
here for another 15-20 minutes. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Thank you, Rohan and Vishnu.
see you guys. Thanks. Bye bye.
Thanks.
This is a good question, Priya. I will try to show you the place where you get to see this. One sec. Oh, damn, I'm alone. Now I have to take all the questions. Wait. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So it is here. So you go to my Purdue. You all have access to this page, right?
Correct. Yeah.
You search for course, and there is a place called course catalog resources.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You go to course catalog resources, you will see all the semesters listed here. You go to fall 2025.
Mm-hmm.
You click continue, you click on advanced search. So this you will have to be a little intelligent about how to search this. So there's no real guide on how to search. So put
Mm-hmm.
some items in there. For example, put analytics in there.
AI, anything. Yeah. Oh.
Type some keyword is
Mm.
analytics.
Mm.
Level will be your graduate. Then some other things you have to put probably. I'm not doing the whole thing
Yeah.
here. And then you click on search. It will show you a big list of courses. It's coming.
Okay, and it's different from the one, the boiler maker link, boiler classes link that was shared earlier.
I
Or
am not aware. Okay, this is not yielding results right now. I think you need to input a few more things actually here to
yeah,
get the complete
I
list.
think it'll be
Uh,
the business school and everything, all the
yeah,
filters that we need to put.
exactly. So
Uh,
it's not a very like well constructed system, I would say. It's pretty rudimentary.
mhm.
But if you know how to do it, you will probably get access to it. You don't need to do this. If you talk to a few of your seniors, as in people from our batch, they will guide you. I will give you a small brief about every single course that I have taken, and about a few courses that I did not take as well. So
Mhm.
that should be enough for you. But still, you
Yeah.
have some resources. The Boilermaker one, I don't know about. The one that is like being exchanged on the group, that link,
Mhm.
I was not aware of that. There are certain links which float around here and there, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. That part is a bit messy, but yeah. Mostly the best way to know about courses is to talk to seniors. That is the last thing I'll say about this.
Mhm.
Can we
Okay.
move on to the next person? If any of you have any questions after this, you can always WhatsApp me or write your question on the group itself. I've already spoken to several of you guys. So yeah, it's not like after this call you won't get answers to your questions. Yeah, Ishan, can
Yeah.
you like
Thanks, Satik.
Hi, Sautik. So I had two questions. Firstly, could you elaborate a little bit about that Eli corporate consulting? What's it about? What do you do?
Okay. So I did not take the ELI corporate consulting thing. Rohan took it, as far as I know. The thing is that this is a 2-credit course, and it will basically be a consulting project. Okay. So some company, I don't know which companies came this year because there's an NDA which the students have to sign. They're not even supposed to mention which company they were working with. Though you do get to know that, but I forgot which companies they were working with. So some company will come, they will offer a project in the consulting space. There was one consulting and one supply chain, I believe, in our year. 2 projects were offered. Some people took this one, some people took that one. It's a good experience to have if you want to work on a live project. But at the same time, as I was saying like 20 minutes ago, it won't be my top recommendation. Like I think you can I think you can learn more by actually attending courses here in the school than doing a project with a company. Because what happens is that this is again my personal opinion. Don't go by this. Like, you may or may not take my advice on this. This is just my personal opinion. So yeah, it's just a project which you will be doing for some consulting company and their client. They will give you some data on their company's maybe sales, maybe something, I don't know. And you will have to work on that data, and you will have to come up with some insights. And because it is only 2 credit course, it will not satisfy your entire capstone requirements. You will still have to go ahead and do your industry practicum anyway.
All right.
In
And
our
the second question,
course,
got
which
it.
means that if you did that, you did not need to do your industry practicum anymore, which is why a lot of people took it.
Right. And the second question would be, what's the recommended number of courses to take in one module itself, apart from industry practicum or ELI or all of that, the proper courses of studying?
Not think about your spring stuff right now. I am strongly recommending this to a lot of you guys, that you are overthinking it. Do not overthink this. Think about only the fall semester for now. And for the fall semester, uh, your priority should be to get good grades, party a lot, and have fun in general. Fall semester is for having fun, okay? Because you won't get to have fun in spring or in the summer. So
But
for fall, I would say that most of us took 4 courses, like 4 electives. I mean, I'm not talking about the core courses. Um, I took 4 courses. Some people took 5 elective courses. Yeah, that's about it. And elective courses are almost always 2 credits, except for 1 or 2 here and there. They are always 2 credits.
all right. But lastly, as you mentioned, don't worry about spring. However, some courses they're only offered in the fall in mod 1 and mod 2. Then what if we decide in the fall semester, that we should have pursued this course? Then how do we cover that up?
I did not understand the question. You are saying that you did not take a course in the fall and you are thinking that, oh, damn, I should have taken this.
Yeah. Is there a way to cover that up?
There is a way to cover that up by simply studying the course content yourself if you want to do that. But I am pretty sure that the only course for which I can think of this happening is the Tableau course, which is visual analytics. Because visual analytics will teach you something which no other course will teach you, which is Tableau. Okay. So you can't really learn Tableau from any other course. You will have to learn it on your own. And that is also possible. You have your Udemy courses and your YouTube, etc., etc. It is possible. Also, remember that you can change courses after the uh, during the first week of classes. Okay, so even if it happens that you start a course on when is it starting for you guys? 25th August, I think. So you
Yes.
start a course and you don't like it for the first 1 or 2 classes, and you think that no, this professor is not good, I need to find some other course. You can still shift. So they give you time of 1 week to shift your courses around. But mostly it will not happen that you like go past a course and then you think that, oh damn, I with this course was so good. It will not happen. That is not how things work here.
All right. Thanks a lot. That's it.
Yeah. Who is next? Priya, your hand is still up. Ruhi, will you ask your question?
Hi, so I wanted to know in which term should we choose the CPT or the projects that you were talking about? Like, should
Okay.
it be in spring or summer? Because I'm sure in fall we may not have so many connections or networking opportunities to decide that?
Are you talking about choosing your CPT? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So in which term should we choose it?
No, so CPT is not something you choose. Okay, CPT is something which you will have to find. It's not like industry
Yeah.
practicum. So
Hmm.
please bear in mind that industry practicum will come to you. You don't need to like make any effort for that. And CPT is something that you actively will have to find and like progress towards. So those two things are very different. Regarding hunting for CPT, I would say that you will probably have a career fair sometime in September. We had one. Okay. We had a career fair in September, but for us, it was useless. It was completely useless. The September career fair was 100% useless. There was one more in February, which was maybe slightly useful. But the September one was completely useless because no one would be hiring full-time employees who would join 1 year later, right? So, and we did not have the CPT option at all. So for you guys, it will be a bit more useful because you can actually approach companies to hire you as interns during your CPT phase. So I'm not exactly sure when your CPT will start. I think you can do your CPT either in spring or in summer. But there is also a rule that if you're doing an internship, you need to come back to campus and do another semester of studies before you can graduate. I think that is the rule. You guys can correct me.
Yeah, because then it turns into an 18-month pathway that you choose.
Correct.
Um, I also had one more question. Like, is there a restriction on, for example, when I look at the syllabus, it says that you need to have four core courses, then two business electives, and two restricted or free electives. So, for example, what if I want to choose only three core electives in the first semester, in the fall semester, and then choose one core elective in the spring or summer semester?
This is the same question that we answered for Ramana Prabhusana also. Uh,
Yes, sir.
you you do not have to complete any quota of certain electives in the fall. So that was the rule in our year at least. You still, since both of you are saying this, you can get it checked with Roslyn one more time.
All
Roslyn is
right.
the person who will know all this for sure. But in our year, in our batch, we did not have any restriction. We could complete the individual quotas across the whole year. For example, most people I know, they completed their entire business foundation quota in the spring semester. They did not take any business foundation courses in the fall at all.
Oh, because I'm someone who comes from more of a business background, so I want I could not find the list of the business electives that are there, so I'm a bit confused about which options are there for us.
Mm, okay, this seems to be a persistent problem. So there was this one sheet that I had shared, and it is still floating around on your group, that plan of study Excel sheet. So in that
Yeah,
plan
yeah.
of study Excel sheet, you will find all the blue courses, the blue highlighted courses are business foundation courses. But the
Okay, okay.
problem is that not all of those courses are being offered. So
Yeah.
what you want to do is first, for now, for the registration that you have to do tomorrow,
Yeah.
you will just keep in mind which courses you want to select based on the
Okay.
plan of study sheet. Make just highlight on the sheet that these are the courses that I want to register for. Then go on
Okay.
the scheduling assistant and try to register for those courses. Mostly
Oh,
you will be able to register. If a certain course does not exist, by does not exist, I mean that it is not being offered this year. Maybe it was being offered in the year that sheet was made, but it is not being offered this year. Then that course will not show up in your scheduling assistant. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
So
Got it.
basically, you have to combine your plan of study, information that you have received from seniors, that course catalog sheet I showed. These are this is a problem. There is no one single catalog of courses anywhere. Purdue does not. This is one
Yeah.
problem that you also highlighted. This is a problem, but you can work around it. So the scheduling assistant will be the final entity which shows you whether a course is being offered or not. So if you see that you had selected a course, but it is not being offered, then you have to choose something in its place. That is all.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm taking so much time. I just have one last question. So, when it comes to paying for the credits, for example, if I'm taking 16 credits in the fall semester, so you can pay term module wise, right? So if in the first
No,
module, so you have to pay
no,
for the full semester at once.
yes. So payments will happen. Okay, this is very important. All of you should be listening to this. Uh, Payment will happen semester wise. Okay, they based on your registration now, which we'll be doing now, they will generate a bill for you. From the bill, they will subtract 1/3 of your scholarship. At least for us, it was 1/3 because we had 3 semesters. So they will subtract 1/3 of the scholarship. Someone is asking what is the difference between a module and a semester. Okay, I'll cover that here also. Um, so yeah, I got distracted. I'm sorry. For payments, they will create a bill for the entire semester according to the number of credits that you have registered for. Okay, so if you have registered for 16 credits in the whole semester, then your bill will be 16 multiplied by 1575 minus 1/3 of the scholarship amount that you have received from Purdue University. Okay, why 1/3? Because this scholarship amount will be equally divided in the 3 semesters. For us, it was 3 semesters. I'm not exactly sure how it will work for you, but that's how it was for us. This amount you will have to pay to Purdue by the first day of classes. The day that classes start for the fall semester, that will be your deadline to pay. And the bill will be generated around 2 or 3 weeks before that. Okay, so you will have a time period of around 3 weeks to pay this. Payment for people who are in India or Pakistan or Bangladesh or anywhere outside of the United States, payment will mostly be through Flywire. Why I say mostly? Because there are other options also, but 90% of people, 90% of international students choose Flywire to pay. Flywire option will appear on your payment portal itself. It is a very easy process. We also were like tearing our hair off thinking how we will pay, etc., etc. But Flywire is an extremely easy process. You just generate a PDF on the website itself, and you give the PDF to your bank where you have taken the loan from, and the bank will transfer the money to Purdue. So you don't need to worry about that. And anyone who gives education loans, I'm guessing most of you would have taken education loans. They all know how to deal with Flywire, so that is not a problem. And if in someone's case, you yourself or your father or your mother or your brother or your sister is paying your money, then it is a different process. I'm not exactly sure how that process works. You will figure it out. But I'm not aware of how that process works in case it is not a bank that is paying your money, bank or institution. To come to that question, what is the difference between a semester and a module? You have semesters are called fall, spring, summer. Okay. Fall, spring, summer, fall, spring, summer. That is how it runs. August to December is fall. January to May is spring, and May, June, July is your summer. Okay. Fall and spring are the main semesters here. That is where most of the work happens, most of the studying happens, most of the courses happen. And summer is a time where not a lot of people are on campus. The campus is rather empty. A lot of places are closed. Summer is seen as a time where people either enjoy breaks or they're hunting for jobs, something like that. It's not mainly a time for studying. And each semester is divided into two modules. At least fall and spring are divided into two modules. So fall has one module running from August to October, another module running from October to December, and spring has again two modules. Spring 1 or module 3 for you guys would be running from January to March, and the next one will be running from March to May. That is your module 4. Just one sec.
Uh, I just wanted to, like, I had a confusion in this. So,
Yeah.
on the tuition website, they said that the installment plan, so we can pay through that. But you said that before classes start, you, for example, if I'm taking 16 credits, so that would be around 26 or 16 or 17 credits, so that would be around $26,000. So I need to
Okay.
pay the whole amount before the classes start, because then it does
Yes.
not follow the installment plan, right?
The installment plan, yeah, Purdue itself offers an installment plan, but that is separate. Uh, have you taken a loan from any bank or any financial institution?
No, no, I haven't.
You have not. Okay, okay. So then that process I am not very familiar with. I'll admit that. So I don't want to advise you on something. I don't want to advise you on something that I'm not very aware of. So you might need to find it from someone else.
Sure, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Siddharth Bhardwaj. I think you already asked.
Yeah, I had a few more questions that I wanted to quickly cover. Can we do IP? I know it's within the course program only. So, and CPT will do afterward. So we can do both, right? In that case, I mean, we can take up IP besides any other location that.
Okay. Let me stop you here. Regarding CPT, we are not the people to ask because we did not have CPT. Okay. So regarding CPT, what is the best time to take CPT? What is the best time to apply for CPT? Best time to apply, I can tell you. Best time to apply for CPT will be during the career fair in September. Mostly will have one. But what is the best time to do a CPT? Whether you should be doing it in spring or summer, that is, I am not the best person to ask that. Simply because we did not have that option. Hence, we have no knowledge of it. I'm sorry for that.
Okay. Okay. And ideally,
also, okay, one thing I'd like to mention here, just one thing. Based on your own work experience, decide whether you actually want to go for a CPT or not. That is the only thing I will tell you. Because just because it is being offered does not mean that you need to take it. Okay. Remember that you still might be able to get a full-time job, and for a lot of people, including me, getting a full-time job is the priority. So even if I had a CPT option, though I had a lot of work experience before coming here, that does matter. So you might want to consider whether you want to do a CPT at all.
Okay. Just to clarify, CPT is only internship, right?
Yes.
And that would extend our program from 12 to 18 months, right? Okay, got it.
Correct.
Okay.
But when the right time is to do your CPT, that I cannot tell you because I'm not aware of it.
Okay, got it. And ideally, when should we, like you mentioned, start looking for jobs? Is that also around September only, or maybe in summer or spring?
If you start looking for jobs, are you talking about full-time jobs?
Yeah, full-time.
If you start looking for jobs in September, then I know I'm not able to come up with a comment which is sarcastic enough to cover how ridiculous that is, because you will not be getting any. Unless you are like Albert Einstein level genius or something that companies just want to get their hands on you, you will not get it. So the right time to apply for jobs for us we are graduating in August. Okay. For us, the right time to apply for jobs was only from April. So we just started this. And there have been some people who were like extra or something hyper, whatever you want to call it. They started from back in January. They were very disappointed. Think of it from a company's point of view. If you were a manager in a company, do you want to hire someone who will join 8 months later?
No.
Can you gauge your company's needs in 8 months? No, that does not happen. If there is an opening for any business analyst or data analyst or data scientist position, they will want to they'll want to hire immediately. The average notice period here in America is 2 weeks. People leave on 2 weeks notice. So they are expecting to find someone within 2 weeks, maybe 1 month, at the most 2 months, not more than that. So no one will hire you like 9, 10, 11 months in advance. No one will do that.
Okay. And
As
you
I
had
have told a lot of you guys, use the fall semester to have fun, because you are coming to a new country. Most of you are coming to a new country, and the atmosphere is different, the weather is different, the people you meet are different, the food is different. Like, experience these things. Fall semester is the time to have fun. You will not get that time in spring and in summer. You will not have the mental space to do that in spring and summer. So fall is the time where you really want to go out of your way, visit new places, eat new food, all that.
Okay. And I wanted to know that will we be having any such webinars or information sessions from Purdue, hosted by Purdue? I reached out
Yeah.
to Joe in the last week of May, and she did mention that we should look out for mails from them in this week, first week of June, but we haven't received any, I believe. So just wanted to know, when will they happen? When did they happen for you?
They will have they arranged the Ignite session for you guys?
No, not yet.
They will do that. They will do that. So June is just starting. So from now they will even BCS will arrange a few sessions. The school will arrange a few sessions. Ignite is one of them. Yeah, there will be a few sessions. But I'm saying this to everyone. And this is something I have told individually also for the couple of you who had calls with me, that do not go hyper on finding jobs the moment you land here. Someone told me that they were told by some other senior that you need to start hunting for jobs immediately when you come to America. No. The only thing that you can probably do in terms of job hunting is networking. You can try to get in touch with a few more people that, yeah, okay, I want to get to know your work better or something like that, like setting the platform for later. But you, in September or in October, immediately after coming here, if you ask for a person to give you a referral or say that I want to work in your company, then no one will pay any attention to you. It's too early. Okay, you can create some sort of contact or friendship or whatever you want with that person, but actual job hunting will only start your next April or May at
Right,
the
that
earliest.
makes sense. Actually, I was asking because I read somewhere and heard from a few folks that you should start looking for, maybe that was for internships, that you should start looking from
Internships,
fall
yes.
itself.
Internships,
Yeah.
yes, because you have a
So,
CPT option as well. The career fair, which will be held in September, is a good place to start hunting for internships. Yeah, that you can do. But finding internships is way easier than finding jobs. Let me tell you that. Finding a full-time job will be far, far more difficult than finding a CPT internship. Companies are still willing to hire interns because in hiring interns, they don't need to think about. Give me 1 sec. I'm getting a call.
sure.
Hello.